The 6-judge Supreme Court bench convened a brief Good Friday morning session to accord the legal teams representing the petitioners and the respondents in the presidential election petitions an opportunity to deliberate on the findings of a retallying and scrutiny of the presidential election documents as ordered by the court on Tuesday. For 48 hours, judiciary officials and agents appointed by the parties in the petitions managed to dig into the documents from 18,000 polling stations out of the 33,400 polling stations in the country to establish if the presidential election results were adding up with the number of registered voters as well as the total votes cast. The scrutiny report indicates that out of the 18,000 polling stations sampled, 10 Forms 34 were missing. Form 34s were used to enter the presidential results at the polling stations level.
My Lords, this election was conducted on 4th of March 2013, that was 25 days ago. The results in polling stations had been compiled by 5th of March 2013. Even if the presiding officers were walking these forms to Nairobi, by now they would have reached.
The point to note is that the Form 34s used in declaring the results were all the Form 34s, all of them. And if it is true we had not used Form 34s for these particular 10 areas, the petition of the petitioner would have pointed it out, but it didn't.
They said missing Forms 34, according to the findings of the scrutiny team, were from Zowerani Primary School in Kilifi North Constituency, Showground Polling Station in Kapenguria Constituency, Nakayatin Water Point in the newly created Loima Constituency, Mjanaheri Primary School in Magarini Constituency, and Vuga Primary School in Matuga Constituency. Other missing forms, according to the report, are from Esinoni Primary School in Narok West Constituency, Cherokiet Primary School in Kuresoi North Constituency, Lumino Primary School in Likuyani Constituency, Ongujo Primary School in Kasipul Kabondo Constituency, as well as Irira Market in Mwingi North Constituency.
Purely from what you have, I would like to submit that you will find that the consequence is that the total is well above the threshold which has been set up by the Constitution.
Much as the Form 34s may not have been immediately at hand for the team that was doing the scrutiny, it is indeed not an available issue to argue that there were any missing Form 34s. We submit that as an absolute, for all Form 34s are available.
On the verification exercise of Forms 36, the findings are that the documents outlining the presidential poll outcome from 75 constituencies were missing. Forms 36 were used to tabulate the presidential election results at the 290 constituencies in the country and 1 constituency in the diaspora. In the constituency results scrutinized by the team, several discrepancies were observed according to the report tabled in the court. In Mvita constituency, the scrutiny established that no aggregate was provided for the votes cast. In Kinango constituency, the list of registered voters was handwritten instead of being typed. The findings of the scrutiny established that in Ganze constituency, there were 2 Forms 36 and the list of registered voters was handwritten. In Madhya constituency, Murang'a County, the findings of the report tabled in court established that there were 2 Forms 36, even though the number of votes cast was similar. The report also indicates that registered voters were entered manually, while the second Form 36 did not indicate the number of registered voters. In Githunguri constituency, Kiambu County, the report shows that there were 2 Forms 36 with different number of votes cast. The second form did not indicate the number of registered voters. In Laikipia West constituency, the scrutiny team established that there were 2 Forms 36, while in Malava constituency, the list of registered voters was incomplete and was also handwritten. In Mount Elgon constituency, the team established that there was no registered voters aggregate.
Inshallah.
The report tabled in court is part of the volumes of documentary evidence. As a court of last resort, the ruling that will be made by the 6 Supreme Court judges will be final, and all Kenyans will have to abide by it.